Hey everybody, welcome to the pilot episode of the NX Show, your weekly show for video games and other shenanigans. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, and for the first time on this journey, that retro code Eddie V.
Super Mario Maker 2 is almost here, and I'm ready to create. Yes! Hello everybody.
This trend, this thing. Okay. Also joining us is the wise Wisconsinite Jesse Douglas.
How's it going, everyone? Wearing my Portal shirt.
Nice. I'm wearing my shirt I grabbed out of the closet because I was running late. This is what I grabbed. Honestly, I was hoping it was my Zelda shirt because it was the second shirt in line where my black shirts are. Nope. Missed it.
I actually picked up Portal 2, a new copy of Portal 2, because I owned it, but I don't know what happened to my copy. Like, I can't find it.
Is it backwards on the Xbox?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And it's not. I gotta see if it's part of the sale, because if it is, I'm pick up Portal 2. I love that game.
Yeah, you can't buy it on the Xbox One. You have to go on the actual 360 in order to be able to buy it.
What? You can't just buy it from
No, you can't. It says it can't be bought on this console. You have to go. You actually have to go to the 360 to buy it. Then it will be backwards compatible.
Look, I'll be at GameStop because I need to renew my subscription.
Better do it now. It's going up in price, and you're losing all your perks. So
yeah, I heard about
that's so stupid.
It is.
I'm sorry. We have to address this before we get into everything.
Yeah.
So, for those who don't know, GameStop's they're getting rid of the Elite Pro, which is the $20 a year thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're bumping the price up of the regular Pro membership, and they're taking away your 10% off used games. And they're just giving you a $5 voucher every month. But the $5 voucher can only be used during that month. So it's like, they're just giving you $5 a month.
So you're saving like $60 a year compared to if you're buying the multiple used games.
Yeah,
you'll save more than that.
But you can't save you can't like say, oh, I'm going to save all my $5 cards and use them at the end of the year, because you can't do that. Yes. And buy one game. Yeah, it's so stupid. I'm sorry. That was my GameStop rant for the Can't have a show with us three without a GameStop rant.
But this is the NX show.
The problem is always been to like how they don't really give you much of anything for the games.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you trade in. Mm-hmm. The problem is that not only do they barely give you anything for the games, they barely give you a discount off the game compared to buying it new.
I know,
it's in a lot of cases.
It's like $57.99 now instead of $54.99.
Yeah.
Really? They changed that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because all the other the local used places by me, they if you don't get a lot of money for the game, chances are that's because they're gonna sell it for really cheap.
Yeah.
So to get rid of, to constantly be making money back off of it is the best way to do that, is to sell it at a price that people will want to pick it up. That's the thing, is they're not doing it. They just don't do it correctly. You can't give someone nothing for it and then turn around and sell it for only $5 cheaper than the new copy.
Right.
And then expect them, because what are they going to buy if you're giving them nothing, and as a trade-in, then how they're not going to, it's
easy.
It's just,
because the thing about it is that people don't want to keep these games. If you already spent $60, why are you trading in the first place? Don't you have don't you have a way to still continue to buy games, whether you're getting it digitally or physically? You still have a way to buy games. You don't have to go and trade your copy in, but people always make that decision to go to GameStop and trade it in. So
Yeah.
whatever your expectation is to get from a game, it's never going to be met. You already know what the practices is. If you're upset and you disappointed about it, then stop doing it. Stop trading it in. You can always sell your stuff at a garage sale within your community.
Yeah. But I just feel like I think it's kind of like the whole like the pawn shop thing. It's people want are they're guaranteed to get money for it instantly. It may not be as much as they would like for it, but if they want the money instantly to get the new game because they don't have enough money for it upright or whatever. But at the same time though, like then all those used games are just sitting there though because they got such high prices on them that no one wants to spend that kind of money for a used game, because at that point you might as well just buy the new copy of it, because you're only saving $5. It's not enough to make people want to pick up the used copy.
But my thing is just that if you know the business practice of GameStop and their used trade-in deal, why do people still continue to do it? Yeah. Why do you still continue to support that? You could be mad and upset, but if you're going,
I think a lot of places that's their only option.
Okay.
Like I'm fortunate around here. We have a whole bunch of like used places, and because I don't think does Best Buy still do trade-ins? I thought they stopped that, didn't they?
I don't know.
I think they did.
I think they stopped, but I'm also not 100% sure. So
yeah. I mean,
yeah, but anyways, I still think I really think GameStop's in a lot of trouble, and like they're trying to find to cut costs, and now it's starting to affect the consumers. So
yeah,
I mean, I feel bad. I feel bad because a ton of people, if that place closed, like if GameStop goes out of business or whatever, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. But at the same time, it's just like, man, the whole just like upper management is just like.
Well, it's going to be the fact that people are going to be stuck with physical games, and at this point in time, you kind of need your physical games. Definitely with the story of Steam and GOG not delisting the Telltale games. If you literally don't own that digitally already on your system, or you don't own the physical copies of those games, you'll never have a chance to play them again.
Mm-hmm.
And if you sell like a used copy that I guess it still would download, I don't know how that will work. It's going to be set at a high price. So, and plus if a game got a limited print, and the only way to get it is used. If you can't buy it at GameStop anymore because they're closed down as a business, what then?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me the biggest loss would be that's one less place that we can go to get like accessories and things like. Because like honestly, like that's the thing is like that. Like it will be a bummer to lose that place just because of all the things that aren't copies of games for me. Like that's not why I go there really anymore. I go there to get like the like the different kinds of game culture like stuff that they have there, be it shirts or action figure things or all the other stuff that's there, like the Funko Pops and all that stuff, like in my opinion are what make it a place still worth going to.
Mm-hmm.
But and they do have some decent deals on that kind of stuff, occasionally there, at least.
But then, like, there's people like me who are also part of the problem who just go on Amazon and buy everything.
Well, and the thing about it is, you still got to compete with the people for Amazon.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunately it's just part of the times. But You know, and that's like with a lot of things. I mean, like people losing jobs to robots and computers, and you know, like it's just in general, unfortunately, like things
Skynet's happening.
Yeah,
Skynet.
I will say the one benefit of that would be, GameStop won't have like 24 million copies of like EA football or NFL football or Madden football, I should
The
say.
sad thing about that too is like GameStop use, like, they don't do it anymore, but probably 3 or 4 years ago, they used to just have like sleeves and sleeves and sleeves of old sports games for 99 cents just sitting on their desk. Probably like 5 or 6, like, they kind of almost look like CD drawers almost.
Yeah.
But they are just like the sleeves they put their used games in instead of the case, so they get all nice and scratched in the drawer before they sell it to you. Like, they probably had 200 or 300 at least old sports games just in these little plastic sleeves that they were gonna sell you.
And all like the Game Boy games, they would have a lot of times they have the DS games in those.
I know.
Yeah.
Jeez. Man, good times. Anyways, let's get into the show. We have a little housekeeping for you, just to let you know. If you haven't listened to the last few episodes of Nintendo Power Block or Arsenal X, where have you been? Come on. I'm just kidding. But here's the pitch. Here's what we've done. We have combined our efforts from those shows into this new venture called the NX Project, to do more cohesive, consistent shows and content and everything for you guys. If you are subscribed to Nintendo Power Block's podcast feed on iTunes or Stitcher, you should already be hearing us and everything. Google Play does not allow you to change your RSS feed unless you go through a really obtuse and rigorous process. So I just said F it and submitted it as a new podcast feed. So I will get that message out on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and everything, because Google Play is a very large user base. It's not the biggest, but it is a large user base, and so I want to make sure we get those guys back. But we are on Podbean, Spotify, Castbox, and iHeartRadio now. Just search the NX Show if you would rather listen to us there. We'd appreciate it if you gave us a 5-star rating or any type of rating, and comment on the podcast service of choice. It helps with discoverability, and it just helps us grow, and that's our goal here. That's why we kind of combine our efforts, because we want to grow consistently and for quality and everything. All of our giveaways from Nintendo Power Block and Arsenal X are carrying over, though we did delay our giveaways. So we're going to announce the giveaways or the winners of the giveaways for Dead Cells, Celeste, Katana Zero, and 3 months of Game Pass next Saturday. That is Saturday, June 1st. During our first live show on twitch.tv/the NX Show, as well as announce our next giveaway. I'm very excited about our next giveaway. Very, very happy, very excited for it. So
Yes.
Tune in that Saturday or the following Tuesday on your podcast service of choice to find out what our next giveaway is and if you won. So you can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at the NX Show. If you've already been following us following Nintendo Power Block on those feeds, you're already following us. We just use the Nintendo Power Block stuff as a jumping off point, like we explained in the last few episodes of Power Block and Arsenal X. So you should already be following us. Also, if you are in the Nintendo Power Block Facebook group, you are already in the NX Show Facebook group. But if you're not, facebook.com/groups/the NX Project, and like our Facebook page. Still working on getting that up and running. Facebook does not allow you to change names very easily, because when we came up with it, I grabbed codename NX, and I want to change it to the NX Project. And they said it violated their rules and regulations. I'm like, oh, but you can show some people getting murdered or, whatever in videos all over the place, but I can't change the name of my Facebook page. Real, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Can I do a quick plug about that? Everybody, if you don't know the magazine Wire, I said check out the latest issue of it, they actually do like a big, I think, 12-page spread about Facebook, and it is some drama of craziness.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just surprised at how these companies are kind of still functioning.
Yeah.
By the way, if you see me clap my hands real quick, there's a gnat flying around my face, and it's really bugging me. So, if you hear a loud clap, it's because I'm trying to kill it. Also, I realize that this summer is going to be very long recording the show because I have to have the air conditioner off to record the show because it's right above my desk, and we don't have central air. So that's why this fan's right here. Anyways, where was I? Right. All of our social links and temporary YouTube URL will be in the description. All of our content will be there on our YouTube page and our new website, codenamenx.com, with returning favorites such as Squad Goals, Royale with Cheese, Nindy Showcase, now known as Indie Masterclass, and other great shows. Also, NX Plays. Just, random Let's Plays. Just going to throw them up there. Our podcast, Expansion Pass, coming back. Very excited for that. You'll probably hear one about Call of Duty if you go over there real soon. Basically, if we ever just get on and start talking about stuff, we're just going to record it. There's probably not going to be an intro. I found it. Missed it. We're just going to record stuff and throw it up. It's not going to be any intros or anything. So, but also, Real Talk from the old DNA days is coming back. We're very excited about our new content. We're going to roll it out slowly because we want to make sure things are consistent. But, I want to kind of roll that roll by the end of summer.
Tell my family's home.
That's our AX mascot.
This is welcome to the NX show. Let's get into what we've been playing. We play video games, guys, right? We play video games sometimes when I have time. Jesse, we're going to start with you because we played something similar last weekend, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah. So I did play a little Rage too, but I mostly was just playing a lot of Black Ops for some Blackout this week. Me and Corey played it last weekend, and then it just got me hooked back into it again because I hadn't really played it much. Mm-hmm. Up until other than trying to get like the free tier unlocks or whatever occasionally, I really wouldn't like sit and actually just play it though much. And so me and Corey did over the weekend, and then I just got hooked right back into it, and so I've been playing it any chance that I get this week and trying to get all the unlocks, and I think I'm at like tier 49, so all I gotta do is unlock one more, and then I've unlocked all the stuff that they show you, and then after that you kind of unlock random stuff or whatever. But I finally got my 10th win in solo mode.
Nice.
So I want to keep on trying to get wins in that so I can unlock the calling card that you get. I think I have to do 20 wins, or maybe it's 15. I don't know. I haven't gotten a chance to check it out yet, but yeah, is enjoying that again, and I like the little change that they made to the map. And I don't know how long they got it going on, but they brought Pursuit back, which is kind of like the one that me and you played, Corey, the Alcatraz one, where it's like if you have a teammate still alive, you can respawn or whatever on the next closing of the ring or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just there's a whole bunch of police cars and regular cars and stuff all over the place, and it's a quad thing where you have 4 people, but it's a lot of fun too. So I wouldn't mind Sorry, getting back into that and trying that out again because that's our returning favorite. So that one's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
I think that's pretty much it for me because I didn't like this week. I didn't really play a whole lot. Just kind of playing that to finish all my tier unlocks basically is why I got back into it again because I feel like I'm wasting my money that I spent for the season pass if I don't try to unlock all that stuff. Because like the last tier thing, I didn't unlock all the new guns, so I'm missing some of the new guns, and I don't know how that works if eventually there'll be an option to still unlock those. I don't really know how that works, I guess. So
nice. Yeah, when we were playing Blackout last weekend, that Alcatraz mode is, man, if you die, I mean, I know you respawn and everything, but if you die, you're screwed because you just land and all you have is a pistol and like you pretty much die as soon as you land because there's already somebody around.
Yeah, who's got a weapon so much better than yours.
Yeah, and you just have to run. You're just like, I gotta run.
So we got didn't we get like second or third a couple of times?
Yeah, we got like the first 2 games we came in third, and then I think we got second one time because I was hiding under a tree with a pistol. Yeah. And there was like a whole team left, and I was like, pass.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 guys left on the other team, and it was just you or something like that.
Yeah, I was literally just hiding under a tree. It was funny because I saw 2 of them run by me like 4 times. And I'm like, I don't want to move because all I have is a pistol. And then when I thought I had a clearing, like I went down some stairs and tried to find a weapon, and there was just 2 guys standing right there, and they took me out. I was like, oh, well, that didn't work as planned. Oh man. So Ed, what are you playing?
Okay, so for Switch, still doing Finish Right on there. Played a little bit more Dead Cells, the new DLC, Rise of the Giant was released, but I haven't got to try it yet because I still haven't beat the Dead Cells yet, and I need to. I did pick up Max and the Brotherhood, but I haven't started it yet. I got it on Switch, Jesse. So.
Oh, you did. Yeah. You remember I had told you that I had bought it? That's weird because like I could have swore I bought it, but for some reason it never went through.
It never went through. Okay.
It never, I don't know if I just maybe forgot to push the the final button to finish the transaction or what, because I could have swore I bought it, but I went onto my Switch to play it and it like said it wasn't there and it said I hadn't purchased it yet. So.
Oh wow. I did pick up a couple of games. Oniken, it was just like this kind of 16-bit platformer action game. Gato Roboto, it's a Metroidvania game where you play as a cat and a robot. And that's pretty much what I did for Switch. I am tempted, like literally probably after the podcast or by the time you see this, I'm just going to go ahead and buy the digital version of Monster Hunter Generation. And I'll explain why when I get to Xbox. Yes.
I saw you playing Monster Hunter World today.
And that's why I'm going to, when I get to Monster Hunter World, I will tell you why I might buy Generations for Switch. But I'm gonna hop onto my PlayStation 4. Beat Borderlands Game of the Year. Also beat the first DLC, the Ninja Assassin Claptrap one. Beat that. Really enjoyed it. Played a game called Line Light, Line. Great music. It's almost like Hook in a sense, but you gotta find your path and do these correct ways on how to get through the screen. So it's just like you create these paths to get through the screen, but the music is like really like enjoyable, laid back, and like so danceable. You can actually dance to it. Jesse, you might actually like this. This might be like up your alley. And you can look it up on not PS4. You can look it up on YouTube to get a feel for it. They have these red lights that that if they get you, you explode, which makes you do the whole level, that whole section over again. Loading doesn't take long or anything. It loads right back real quick. But the red little line things, they provide the drum beats for it, for the beat that's going on. So if you get rid of the red line and stuff, you go back to like the laid back chill music that the game starts you off with. But every time you see the red lights thing come in, they always playing a drum beat to it. It's really really cool. I think I paid like $1.49 for it on PlayStation, PS4, and I will rebuy this game if it comes to Switch. It really is good. Played another game called Zodiac, or Zodak on PlayStation 4. It's kind of like an 8-bit, in a sense, Atari Gallagher style game. It's fun. It's something to waste your time in, but nothing like really serious to get. I'm like, okay, you just only 49 cents, so I'll pick you up. So it was really cheap on PS4. But I am getting ready to get back into doing Neo and Nino Kuni 2 on PlayStation 4, because I have a project that I'm always do for the summer. So I'm getting ready for that, for it. But moving to Xbox One, before I get to talking about Monster Hunter World, I still need to get back into Rage and Sekiro. Jesse, forgive me. Just playing other stuff and getting hooked on it just takes your time away. Trying to balance multiple games, like you try to stick to one and you can't.
I have a hard enough time trying to even play one game, dude. I feel like this is like 3 years worth of games for me.
Dang. Wow.
Yeah, like for me, like what I play is all depends on my mood. So that's why I always like I'm the same way where I have multiple games going on, So it's always a mood thing. I just don't feel like playing certain games some days.
Yeah, I hear you. That's why I haven't played a lot of Xbox. Like you probably haven't seen me on a while because I've been playing PlayStation 4 and Switch, trying to get stuff done with that. But for Xbox, I did pick up Spec Ops: The Line. Just gave in and did it. I also picked up Lost Planet 2 and Shadows of the Dam. I never played Lost Planet 2. I didn't finish Shadows on PS3, but I'm like, since they had the Xbox sale, I was just like, I'll just get it there and play it. So can't wait to do that. But Monster Hunter World. So let me get into why I've been want to get. I think I'm going to get Generations. The game got me hooked, and I think taking down these monsters, like I actually kind of been learning. I've been talking to one of my friends in Canada. Like he's been guiding me through the DMs on Twitter, and we just been having a good chat. He has it for PlayStation 4, and I have it for PlayStation 4, but I'm doing most of the work on one, and then I'll return on 4 and do everything all over again because I'll know what to do and I'll be able to help more people out. But I have been taking down some monsters, and I actually took down this little electric squirrel thing. Tio is, I think, is his name is. The names in Monster Hunter are crazy. Like, just give me some Pokemon names, something easy to remember. It's like Jenny. I'm like, wait, what? Huh? What is this thing?
I like how Ed wants something easy to remember, and he goes to Pokemon for that.
I mean, okay, yes. Bad example. But, okay, yeah, you win this one. You win this one, boss. But I am on a monster called Anjanath, and I was going to go gung-ho and kill him with my longsword, like he's this big dinosaur thing, and then realized that he breathes fire. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I'm catching him on fire. He swings his tail. I die. And so he defeats me, and I'm talking to my friend, and he's just like, water will work well on him. Hit him in the mouth, and so he won't breathe fire. So I switched my iron sword to my longbow, I've been working on getting that, so I have water. Well, before I got to fight Anjanoff before the time of this recording, I had to go back to this desert, the wild wastelands, and this is my last thing. And I'm going after a particular monster. The monsters that's in that whole area decide to have a Royal Rumble. So I have three monsters big on the screen fighting each other. I have a rock monster, I have a dragon, and I have this little fish thing that I'm fighting. And all of them not only are chasing me, they're all fighting each other. And I'm just like, oh crap. So they eventually I run away. They continue to fight. I tried to take a picture and show everybody like this is insane, but unfortunately the dragon was coming from me, and I got on my capture screen and like, nope, I got a jet. And so here I'm doing the Super Ghouls and Ghost run, trying to get away from that mug. But eventually I took down the fish monster, got what I needed, crafted, and then went to Anjanoff, and then lost it in the first 5 minutes. So since I've been hooked on that, I was just like, I want to play this now. I want to play Generations on Switch because I need to take down some monsters, and I think Generation is going to bring that full fun to it. So that's going to be my adventure in it. And I was just like, it's still $40 physical or $50 physical, and there's only $30 on the Switch. I'm like, you know what? If I want to play this and play this on the go, I just need to just have this game already downloaded. So I'm thinking of picking it up on Switch before the sale ends. That's what I've been playing.
Nice.
Yeah,
I want to try Monster Hunter World still. Like, I have it on my console because
it's on Game Pass.
So
yeah, so that seems like something we should stream at some point, Jesse.
Yeah. You could. I've never played the only Monster Hunter game I played was that demo that they had on Switch, and I just didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean the the Generations Ultimate is way more difficult than World. World. So just even in terms of just like ease of use or ease of access, you know, it's just like, oh boy. So well, I haven't really been playing much. I played a little bit of Blackout with Jesse last weekend. I've honestly been trying to get everything up and running for an X project that is just like, it consumed my life this week, that and work. So but I played a little bit of Destiny also.
Nice.
I didn't really do much. I just kind of ran around and shot some stuff and bought some stuff from Xur. And that game, I want to, like, I always get, like, when I really, really want to play Destiny, I'm like, man, I would really love to jump in here with some friends and play this game. And then I jump in, none of my friends are playing Destiny, or the ones that are still playing are way ahead of me. And I'm just like, man, the stuff I need to do to grind requires friends. And I just don't feel like asking people to help, you know? So, like, I'm thinking about what I would like to do, you know, and Jesse, we kind of talked about this maybe for the next squad goals or whatever, play through the campaigns through Forsaken and up through, you know, the Broken Talisman stuff and you know, whatever they're doing now, which I actually hear, like, the new stuff that's out now is, like, really, really good. Except for, you know, people were mad in the last week for them nerfing a lot of things because there's a sniper rifle called the Whisper of the Worm, which for Destiny 1 players is basically just the Black Spindle, but the taken version of Black Spindle. And it does a lot of damage. It's really good for raid bosses because it has high impact. You know, it's got great range, but like the reload is kind of meh on it, so like you don't really want to use it in PvP, but in a raid when the boss just kind of sits there, you know, you're kind of like, oh man, this is great for a boss, you know. So they're nerfing it and a lot of people are upset, but I don't know, I haven't been really caught up on the Destiny community this recently, you know, this was a couple weeks ago at this point, but it seems like they might be reversing that and say we're not doing that because, you know, this is what people use it for. So, but anyways, I played it. That game feels so good to play I just wish, like, I wish all three of us at some point could just jump in and play. Let's start like a new character or whatever, and just jump in fresh. Or, it would actually be more helpful if like one of you would use your old character, so we could just kind of blow through the campaign. That way, somebody's super overpowered.
That would be me.
Yeah. So, it's that's.
Though you're probably further along in the story mode on your character than even I am.
I mean, on my warlock, I totally am, but Ed's
probably further because I haven't played any of the expansion stuff. So
but
like
from the beginning.
But he's saying like if we're one of us use our character, because I honestly, because mine's like I don't have any characters that are good for doing anything.
But yeah, you can catch our live streams of Squad Goals and Royale with Cheese on our new Twitch channel, twitch.tv/the NX show. Yeah.
Yes.
Check that out.
Also, by the way, I forgot to mention in housekeeping before we get into some of the news stuff here. You can contact us at contact@codenamenx.com. That's our new email address. We are leaving the POW Block and Arsenal X question emails open for probably another 6 months to a year, depending, just to get everybody acclimated. We don't want to like give you a tiny window or anything, but contact@codenamenx.com. Use the subject line question, and we will read your question on the air. We aren't doing questions this week. We're actually going to do E3 predictions this week. Thought that would be, a good thing to do before E3, since it's in like 2 weeks or something.
2 weeks, yeah.
So, he's back. He's back. That Nat is back.
The Nat returns. Episode 1.
Yeah.
No, episode 2.
0.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna do. Do we want to do the E3 predictions first, or do we want to do news first?
Let's do E3 predictions.
All right. We're gonna do E3 predictions first. Ed, we're gonna start with you. Let me explain first. We're gonna go around, and we each have 3 E3 predictions that we're just gonna kind of discuss and throw out there, and then we have some news stories to do, but if we need to cut some of them out, just because we started late and Ed's got to go to work and everything, so we're gonna go around 3 E3 predictions each, and then we'll get into some news. So Ed, we're gonna start with you, I guess. What's your crazy prediction?
Am I doing all 3 or just one?
Just one. We'll do
Okay.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
So, my first prediction is I'm really gonna start with Microsoft. Um, I think we will see more of Halo Infinite and more of the space. Uh, um, what is it? Is it spaceship or space something? Wherever that engine is, that's running Halo Infinite. And I probably think that they're going to be using that engine for the rest of their game. So the other 14 developers that they have, um, or 12 developers that they have, all will be using that engine. Um, for future games. I think they're going to be running stuff on one engine now.
I don't think they're going to do that because I think there's too much with EA.
But that yeah, but that engine that Microsoft is using for Halo Infinite, that's all Microsoft's. So to save money, they could use that for their first party stuff. Microsoft could use their own engine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would be interesting. I'm just trying to, I don't know, be interesting. Jesse, I guess unless you have anything to say about Ed's crazy prediction about them showing Halo at E3.
No, but
I'm just messing with you, Ed.
I was kind of having a hard time of like coming up with some things that we haven't like technically already talked about, but like, and this was something that we've kind of touched on in a news thing earlier, but I think that we're going to actually get an announcement of Scalebound being revived.
That would be interesting. Which is weird because that article just recently came out about how Platinum was, trying to take some of the blame off of Microsoft for that cancellation.
And I think that's why. I think they're doing some pre damage control.
Can I tell you, Jesse? I think that Scalebound will turn into the next Fable.
Like where it would be an alternative. You mean like an alternative to Fable, or you think that they're actually going to be doing the next Fable?
Doing the next Fable. I think with all the assets that they have, I think Platinum probably give it to Microsoft, and then Microsoft probably give it to somebody else, and they're going to turn that into Fable.
Well, the big rumor right now is that Playground is doing Fable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing is I feel like there's already enough pointing to someone else already working on Fable.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean the thing is we'll see. Like, who knows? They could technically be working with whoever is making Fable.
Unless Ninja Theory has it now and they're doing the Scalebound. That might be the next Xbox launch game release.
Because I feel like at this point, like it would be better for Microsoft to have multiple games instead of let if they wanted to revive Scalebound, let them do that, and if someone else is working on Fable, like the more games that they can say at E3 that they have in the works, the better. I mean, because then people can't say, well, I'm not going to buy the next Xbox because they don't have games. No, we have lots of games that we're working on right now. They have, that would be a way for them to say that and say, like that's not a problem anymore. We've done all the turning the ship around. We've, on that level, we're offering you all these great things, reasons why you should be on the Xbox, besides games. And now we've got games, and and I honestly, I think we're gonna get quite a few like just things of, they're gonna try to get it out there that we have games. But I think Scalebound might be one of them that they're bringing back.
Nice. Man, my prediction is kind of similar to Ed's, but not really. I think, since they kind of already confirmed that Halo is going to be there, I think that Halo is going to launch with the next Xbox, but it's going to be cross-buy, cross-play, and, I think I mean, technically, I think it's going to be the same type of file or whatever. But like, if you are playing on Xbox One or Xbox One X and you end up upgrading, like all your progress and stuff carries over. I think with such a big deal about backwards compatibility and how like we always used to have this line of, okay, here's when the next generation starts, but with digital distribution growing at a higher rate, everything attached to accounts and like your Xbox Live account or whatever, like moving to the next system, like, okay, well, how on your Xbox One, if you have any backwards compatible games like original Xbox or Xbox 360, it's clearly labeled Xbox or Xbox 360. Well, the Xbox One games don't have any definitive label on them, and I wonder if they're just going to act as apps now across platforms. So
yeah, like I could honestly I could see the next Xbox basically being a Microsoft version of the Steam box and stuff like that, where it like could literally where it would literally communicate between PC and console, will be that line between them will be very, very small.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like you said, I think that the PlayStation 5 and the next Xbox are just basically going to be upgraded. Like if you were to play games on a PC, right? And you like if you buy something through Steam, you're going to be able to play that game theoretically until Steam goes away. It doesn't matter how many times you update your PC or anything. And I think that's the future that Xbox and PlayStation at least are moving towards. Nintendo a little different, I think. Although I could actually see them moving in that direction more in the future also, because like I don't know, the Switch. I'm looking at the Switch right now and it's just like, how does Nintendo follow up the Switch? And like that's a topic for a different day, but like you can't go back to like I really feel like at this point Nintendo can't go back to, we have a dedicated box for your TV and a dedicated handheld. Like personally for me, I don't think Nintendo can really do that. So how do you top the Switch? You have a more powerful version of the Switch, but I know this is E3 and that's a topic for a different day.
We have a talk. Yeah.
So
I have thoughts about that.
Yeah, that's my prediction. Halo Infinite is going to be a launch title for the next Xbox, but it's going to be cross-play and cross-buy from Xbox One and Scarlet. So,
and to add on to yours, Corey, I think it could drop on Windows 10. I think they could just.
It is. All future Xbox games are dropping on Windows 10.
On Windows 10. Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be cross. It's going to be a play anywhere game. I think PC players. It's going to be similar to what Gears 4 did, right?
Yeah.
Where like it's cross-play. Campaign and Horde mode are cross-play with PC and Xbox, but then you can theoretically say, oh, well, I don't mind playing with mouse and keyboard players. You're going to get wrecked, but, you can make that an option of like, hey, my friends are playing on PC and I'm playing on console. We can play together.
Yeah, which I don't think we brought that up just really quick. Like last week we had mentioned that we had played Sea of Thieves, and I don't remember if we mentioned that's got keyboard and mouse support, like full keyboard and mouse support now. Yeah. So you can play that with keyboard and mouse. I actually was gonna pick up a combo of wireless keyboard and mouse, but instead I ended up getting Portal 2 or whatever. But
nice.
But I do plan on getting.
Some say eventually. You probably made the right decision.
Yeah. Well, I do want to get a keyboard and mouse for the Xbox wireless one, so then I can, just make it easier for typing and stuff too. So
I need to order the USB port to have my laptop use my Xbox controller.
Yeah. But
should I go, Corey?
Yep. next.
Okay. So it's a 3-1. I'm sorry, everybody. This is gonna be quick. I think no one's gonna pay attention to EA's press
Ed's already
conference
breaking.
analysis
Ed's already breaking the rules.
because EA, Bethesda, and Square are like the only, and Ubisoft and Nintendo are the only ones that's gonna really be there. And to like really get those three out, no one's gonna pay attention to EA. So there's really no prediction there. Until they fixed whatever
I
Anthem
think people
is.
are going to pay attention to EA to see
Star
how
Wars.
messy it is.
Well, I'm just if
Well,
they show
Star
anything
Wars.
Star Wars, I'm paying attention.
Well, the Fallen Order, that's the only one.
Which
And that's
I
all
kind
I
of,
care about.
I almost put like, I know Respawn is owned by EA, but I kind of
Yeah.
put anything that Respawn was working on separate.
Yeah,
Just,
but there's still it's gonna show during EA. It's not
I
gonna
know,
show
I know,
on its
but
own. So
I know. That's the way I think about it. I'm just like,
yeah,
well, sorry, Respawn.
I think Square Enix is going to do the Final Fantasy 13 collection for PS4, Xbox, and Switch. I think PS4 and Xbox will get physical and digital. Switch will only get digital. And I think all three games will be $59.99 all three across all three platforms. And plus, we'll see the next platinum game that they were working on with Square. For Bethesda, I think we'll probably get Wolfenstein Youngblood's date. Like will get an actual
already have
date
a date.
for. They did? Did they date it already?
Yeah, it's like a week after. I think it's like July 28th or something.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah,
I didn't see them do a date for it.
because yeah, it's like the same week as Fire Emblem.
Okay. Did they date Doom 2?
No, we don't have a date for Doom.
We don't have a date for Doom 2, so we'll probably get an announcement for that. And I don't know. I'm my assumption is, and then I'll
July
hand it over to
26th is Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein. Okay. I don't know. I'm assuming that CD Projekt Red is going to be showing Cyberpunk at Microsoft's conference, or I wonder if they're going to be just having their own showing for that game.
Well,
don't
it'll
know
probably
no details
it'll
on
probably
how
be
they-
at Microsoft's,
Microsoft's.
but it'll probably be at the PC gaming show too. Just because I'm sure, like, we probably, I think Ed's probably the only one that's going to watch the PC gaming show. I'm going to be quite honest with you.
I'm gonna
But like,
watch.
I think normal people that are watching the Xbox show will want to see Cyberpunk. But I think CD Projekt Red's going to want to show off, this is what it can look like if you have a super beefed up PC, and I think people really want to see how far that game can push PCs, because The Witcher on PC looks drastically different than it does on Xbox.
Yeah, and I'm not, and then I'll hand it to you, Jesse. I'm sorry. The PC one, I am gonna watch it. If they keep that format like they did last year, I think it'll be a hit again. Because last year's was really good on how they bounced with tech, but was announcing sales and some indie games and stuff. They it almost feel like a Nintendo Direct Live in a sense, but they did such a good job. And some of the games that they showed at the PC one is coming to all the other consoles. But it was just a good flow, a good 2-hour flow that they have. So I would love to see that again. So Jesse, I'll hand it over to you now.
All right, so my second one, and this again is kind of something we've talked about in the past, but I kind of had already made this prediction, but I think we will end up seeing what Ninja Theory's next game that will be an Xbox, or a Microsoft exclusive, what that's gonna be, and we'll get some insight on that. And I'm excited. I think because I just feel like it's been long enough now that they've probably been working on something, and so it's like that's the thing, is it like this E3, like with all the different people that they've picked up and stuff, it's gonna be exciting. I can't wait.
I still think they're going to buy Starbreeze. I still have that feeling.
I don't. I think Starbreeze. I think they will buy the developer, the developer of Payday. I think they could buy them because Starbreeze is going to be trying to sell off assets to stay afloat because
But
they don't have enough money to stay open. Plus Starbreeze has had a lot of like negative, with the negative publicity with the police raid and
yeah.
just like all kinds of
Mhm.
stuff.
So I had a question about that. Is Starbreeze a publisher? I always thought they were a developer only.
I think they're both.
They're both okay.
They're a publisher, but they have an in-house development team, and they also own some studios.
Okay. All right.
So
Yeah, yeah, and that's yeah. I'll just leave it at that. I think we'll see Ninja Theory's new project.
Also, Ninja Theory put achievements in the Switch version of Hellblade. Thank you.
I mean, the achievements on the Xbox and the PlayStation versions aren't anything. You literally have to beat the game and find all the lore stones. Those
Oh.
are the achievements. So,
That'd
Yeah,
still be nice.
anyways, it's my turn, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. I think Nintendo is going to show off Retro Studios project that's not Metroid Prime. I think because I know they said they're only focusing on games this year, but they said that last year, and they showed how many new games last year that didn't come out last year. So
About 6.
yeah, so I think Nintendo's going to show Retro Studios game. I personally wish it would be a new IP, but I think it's going to be that Star Fox racing game that they didn't show last year that was rumored. So that's my thought. So I don't really have anything else to say about that, but I think they're finally going to show Retro's new game. That's not Metroid Prime 4. And I don't think they're going to show Metroid Prime 4 because I don't think it's anywhere near close to being
Oh.
showable.
Mhm.
Except for the fact that I do think that the team that was working on it has usable assets
Mhm.
that I think maybe Nintendo might have saved,
Uh-huh.
but also if you follow Retro, they like to do everything in a particular way. So, that's
And knowing
my
knowing
thought.
their crazy self, they probably took that, retooled it, and then added some more craziness to it.
Yeah. So that's my second prediction. Ed, what's your final prediction? How many
Okay.
predictions do you have in one prediction?
I only have one. So, and this Nintendo related. Um, I think, uh, I think Nintendo, of course, is gonna. I think they're going to showcase a new Pro controller and Joy-Cons, and I think it's going to be probably for Astro Chain. Um, when that comes out in August, I think they got something exclusive with Platinum, um, because I think Team Ninja or Team Koei Tecmo, they already have released Ultimate Alignments by then, so they wouldn't have nothing in the works with them just yet. But I think Astral Chain is going to get a new like Joy-Con and Pro controller design, and I think it's going to have like a collector's pack to it. Um, I
Yeah,
would say stuff about Damon X Machina, but I'm wishing the best for Damon X Machina. Just take take your time and fix that game. If y'all know.
Oh man, dude! After playing Anthem and going back to the Daemon X Machina demo, I was like, boy, like Anthem. Say what you will about Anthem, but they got flying controls perfect, and playing Daemon X Machina was just like, whoa. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of those really bad Gundam games on PS2.
Ooh,
That's what it reminded me of. Not that I like really remember playing, and I'm not even a fan of like Gundam or anything, but I remember playing those games,
yeah.
and I was like, man. Also, Zone of the Enders came to mind a little bit, except the HD version plays a lot better than I don't know. I had a real issue with Daemon X Machina's controls, and like I was in the minority though, so I know you really liked it, and I know Matt and Moose really liked the demo. So like
right.
there's
And I think that's why that feedback was very welcome. That they actually got a demo on people's hands to be like, if we got to delay this so we can have better quality. I like that they did that
Mhm.
compared to what they did to Anthem and how the product turned out to be. I'm not saying that the flying wasn't bad at Anthem. It was great. I agree with you, Corey. I just think that they should have got it out in people's hands early so they could avoid the problems that they had in advance.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But anyways, Jesse, anything on that note before you give your final?
No, I think that that would be pretty cool because I'm definitely that's a game I'm definitely looking forward to is that Astro Chains game. It's it looks very interesting and yeah, for them I think it is going to be a big game for them. So for them to make something like that, based around it, I could definitely see that. For me, this is just me being hopeful, but I'm hoping we get some Pikmin 4.
we will.
I mean, you and me both, dude. You and me both.
I just can't wait to play a Pikmin game again.
Like I said, if we don't see it at E3, we'll see it later this year at Nintendo Direct.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that I could see that being a big chunk of like something this year.
Can I say this, Jesse? I think that's going to open the show for the Nintendo Direct. I think Pikmin 4 will open it.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
They would have my hype levels at full hype right off the bat.
Yeah.
But
Gosh,
yeah,
dude,
that's
Pikmin. Man,
such
Pikmin
a good
3,
franchise.
like Pikmin 3 is so good too. And you know what I want? I want like I don't care if they're download only, but I want an HD like version of 1. Pikmin
Yeah.
Oh
1.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Can I get for $2.99? Can I just get a Pikmin short collection, just a season?
why are those not on like I feel like that's something that would be on there for free almost. Like I wonder if Nintendo is going to start experimenting with stuff like that. Like, those Pikmin shorts were kind of an experiment, but if they have like their own version of like, and if even if they bump the subscription up a year, like $10 or whatever, like have their own version of like HBO Go or Netflix or something, and like it's just Nintendo original content where they're like, oh, here's the Pikmin shorts, here's like a Yoshi Crafted World kind of limited series or whatever. Like that would be cool. I don't think Nintendo's going to invest that much, considering they don't even have controllers with headphone jacks in them. But that's just me.
There's a new one that's going to have it, but I don't think no, Nintendo's not doing it. I think it's someone else doing it, but they said it was going to have a headphone jack in it, but it's going to be wired instead of having it Bluetooth wireless.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think Power A is doing one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that makes sense. They make some pretty good controllers for the Switch.
A lot of people have been.
I love their design, their cool themed ones that they were doing there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than the Mad Cats when they were in business. The Mad Cats going?
Yeah.
Mad Cats. Jeez. Is that even still a thing?
I don't think so.
No, it's not.
Oh man. Man. What? One more. It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I think Nintendo is going to have another Ubisoft partnership game to show off this year, but it's not going to be Mario plus Rabbids 2. I think it's going to be a new game, like I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know. What if dogs are excited? Dogs in the house.
Could you see Ubisoft doing a Codename Steam?
Dude, what if it like a Division style game, but like Codename Steam?
Yes, I'm here for that.
What if Ubisoft just made Metroid Prime Federation Force 2?
Why do I fear that that's probably happening?
Oh man, Dude, that game deserved better. I think it was a cool idea. I really do. I still really enjoy the concept of that game. 3DS was not the place to put it. Sorry, but yeah, I think Ubisoft is going to make a team-based Nintendo partner exclusive game. So, or they're going to make a new Rayman game exclusive to Switch, the third one. Timed exclusive. Timed exclusive, but still exclusive.
And we'll finally get that amiibo.
I could see like some kind of like Rayman Donkey Kong like kind of like thing. Like where they like
a crossover?
Yeah, like a crossover thing.
That'd be hilarious. Like a Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze and Rayman crossover.
Yeah,
like
the games are similar. Because the games are like kind of similar in some ways as to like how you do things, and like I don't know, awesome. It would be a very it would be an easy thing to mix together without it feeling too like forced.
Yeah, I mean like if you put the Donkey Kong characters in the Rayman art style, like if you just took the Rayman Legends of engine and stuff, like, man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that'd be so cool. Man, now that's all I want. Like if you were Donkey Kong and you just threw Rayman or whatever.
Yeah.
Awesome.
his body parts around. Yeah, I'm not ready for that, Jesse. I'm just not ready. Because I'll be wondering where I could pre-order that, and they'll probably I'll be like, I need to buy this on Switch just now.
Oh, jeez.
It would be an awesome like bringing those two games together, because I love Rayman. I love the Donkey Kong games. Like I was thinking too yesterday. I was kind of thinking about how I remember the last episode of Pow Block. I talked about getting a new Donkey Kong, like the Donkey Kong Classic game.
Yeah.
Then I started thinking like I could totally see them doing like the Donkey Kong Donkey Kong Maker, where it's like Mario Maker, but you basically could make your own, like levels. Donkey Kong maps, and make it as difficult or as easy as you want, and then have people try to beat them. I could see like all those people, those people who like have set like records for beating like the original Donkey Kong games and stuff. Like I could see people like making their own levels and trying to see, like if those people, how well they could do on them and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I don't know. It would be interesting, but I think Rayman, Donkey Kong would be fun.
Man, now that's all I want. That's all I want now. Never knew I wanted it, but now that's what I want. So, dude, speaking of like weird games coming to Switch, what was up with the Star Ocean announcement yesterday?
So
you want to get in the news? You have time, a little bit of time, right, Ed? How much time do you have?
About 28 minutes, so I got time.
Okay.
So, everybody, Square Enix announced that Star Ocean R, I think that's it. That's the name of it. It's coming to the PS4 and Switch. This is a remake of the first game, but the version that's coming out came out on the PSP. So it's that version. I think they're going to update it for PS4, Xbox One. So people are happy to hear about this. I need Square Enix to shut up.
They're ruining all their announcements.
This is the problem that they had last year with their E3. They had everything. They announced everything online even before people saw the show. Like we now know that Dragon Quest 11S is coming to Switch, which we expected. We expected. The Star Ocean game, Onicon, with the one that they showed in the Nintendo Direct, we know that's coming. So you already got half of your conference done. What else is they going to be announcing? And the Platinum game
for Switch.
Yeah, like I could see that actually happening.
Well, I
So
don't think Kingdom Hearts 3. I think the collection.
the collection, yeah, I can see that happening. Um, I'm excited for. I'm
Of
excited
course, they'll
for it to
probably
start
sell it in
next
two
week.
versions, the 1.5 and then the 2.5. They'll and sell them both for $50, and people will go nuts.
Or they could have like an offshoot of 3 that's exclusive to Switch. That's like a side game thing.
Yeah, another
Like,
side game. That's what we need from Kingdom Hearts.
well,
I-
it
No,
would
I
go
know what
along
you're.
with the trend.
I know what you're saying. I just like,
It's
yeah, that's all
it's
we need.
and we'll probably see more about Final Fantasy VII Remake. But right now, Square Enix needs to shut up. They're putting out all of their news and business out. No one's gonna if they put everything out and they just keep showing the same thing that's already been announced. Nobody's gonna be. They're gonna. Everybody's gonna be like, "Why did you come to E3?" I want to be surprised. I hoping for my Tomb Raider collection for Switch. Give that to me, Square Enix. Stop messing with my feelings.
Those
Like,
rumor the rumor of the first game started popping up again recently. Did you see that?
I haven't.
Yeah, rumors of the first game being re-released on Switch digitally has been popping up recently, and I wonder how much truth there is to that. It because Judges Week was last week, right?
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, E3 holds Judges Week where like one or two representatives from the biggest outlets on the internet go, like IGN, Forbes, Game Informer, one or two representatives from each website go there to play the games, so they can do pre-coverage. That's how you get stories up on things like instantly, because
Yeah.
people go there to play the games, and they can't talk about them because they're obviously under embargo or whatnot. But like,
NDAs.
yeah, NDA. Oh man, dude, could you imagine just getting sued for that crap? But I after like Judges Week, towards the end of Judges Week, the Tomb Raider rumors started popping up again, for the first game coming to Switch at some point.
Mhm.
And I just the Square, seemingly throwing games on there willy nilly lately. I just like, could that be a thing?
Well, I will say it depends on if the Walmart ad's gonna come out again that like halfway ruin E3 for everybody. I hope they didn't give Walmart nothing to shit. Like no developer gave it to them.
Did you see, by the way, Walmart Canada, if you pre-ordered Rage 2, they gave you like another cover that was the Bethesda tweet. Remember when they circled it or whatever?
Yeah.
That was funny.
I was just
That's
like,
awesome.
wow. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Square Enix, shut your mouth. Like I've never wanted anyone to be quiet about E3.
Yeah.
Didn't
No one
want
else's lips are loose.
shut. I'm like, you already taken Sony's place at E3. No one's gonna watch it. Like you are the closing showing for Monday night. No one's gonna watch it if you announce everything. Like you would literally have to come out the gate with everything straight brand new. All our expectations of stuff that we know about has got to be like, oh, they didn't talk none about Dragon Quest, none of Tomb Raider. They didn't talk about none of this. It's all new games. That would have to happen if they keep talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I'm excited for at E3 that's like kind of been in the news is the new Splinter Cell, the new
Well, see-
Splinter Cell game.
Well,
Yeah.
they said it's not. They're not working on one.
Well, yeah, but that's after one of the developers tweeted
that they were working
that
on.
they were working on one, and he was out like
He
partying
was
with
joking.
friends, and
No, he
and
wasn't.
then he
But that's what
Ubisoft said he was.
But that's what
joking.
Ubisoft said after that story came out. Ubi said no, they're not working on one. He was just joking.
yeah, but I don't know.
I,
It's,
you know what? I will agree with you, Jesse.
people have been wanting one for like how many years now?
The last one came out in what, 2012?
Yeah,
Blacklist.
yeah, something like that.
I think because of the next Ghost Recon game, they'll focus on that on Ubisoft. But I would use that game before Ghost Recon. The Splinter Cell, I would use that as an announcement before going on to Ghost Recon.
Well, let's
Well,
see.
and the thing is
Ubisoft.
Ghost Recon, like, I mean, Ghost Recon is still
Popular.
popular, but at the same time, like, people have been wanting a Splinter Cell so bad. Like at this point, it's them just leaving money on the table if they're not gonna deliver what, like, people have been wanting for so long now.
Yes.
Like, it's just really hard to believe that, Ubisoft would be that
Careless.
nearsighted, I guess you could say. But I don't know. I just don't. I think, that there was just a mess up, and, like, whatever. I think he did just let loose too much, and, they had to do damage control. I don't know. It's just this E3, man. I just can't wait. I wish it was tomorrow already.
Okay.
I just can't wait. There's just so much. There's just so much we don't, like, we think we know, but we really just don't.
Mhm.
Like, there's just so much to look forward to this year.
Yeah.
Especially just even from just Microsoft alone, the fact that we have no idea of really anything beyond Halo and Gears that they're working on.
Ori.
Like, we have no idea. We can't even begin to imagine what they could be doing. So
I bet
Guys,
Microsoft shows off Forza this year.
And like Ori the Will of the Wisp, like
Yeah.
with Move Studios, like asking, trying to hire more people.
Mhm.
I was talking to Larry about this. I was just like, I think that game might get delayed, but they might
Yeah.
bring some people on to do DLC or extra content,
Yeah.
or they may actually do a Switch port of that game with the first one. Like,
Yeah, maybe they'll do a
that
Switch
stuff can happen.
port. Yeah, they could do a Switch port of the first one, to keep it in the in the eyes of the consumers, but the second one would be a new console launch title or something.
What were you gonna say, Corey?
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh,
I was working on a transition
go
into the
ahead.
next story, but everybody is still talking about this, so I was like, I'll
Sorry.
just wait.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of things, games we're looking forward to this year. There's a new trailer for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 that confirmed a lot of X-Men, which, some people were kind of concerned, but we got Magneto, we got Psylocke, we got Beast, we got Deadpool. There's a lot of X-Men in this trailer, so it was pretty exciting to see.
I'm already gonna buy the game, so
Yeah, I know, but I'm just excited because I'm glad, because Wolverine was there and Rogue, right? Like,
Yeah.
at the beginning, but now it's like, okay, we have Scarlet Witch is going to be in there, Nightcrawler also, like, just a lot of X-Men, and it makes me really happy. There's going to be like the Smash Brothers of Marvel characters in this game.
pretty
Well,
much yes.
Well, because, like, the X-Men characters have been pretty dormant for a while on almost all things for the most part, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because, like, they weren't in the last Marvel versus Capcom and stuff like that. So, like, yeah, it's like now it's like if you want to get hype around the game, it's like put the X-Men in it, because they haven't been in anything in a little while now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I know,
Yeah.
like, a lot of people are concerned, but I'm like, as long as it's just good, I'm all right.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't need it to be a 10. I need it to be like a 7, and I'll be fine.
I'll go.
all it's got to be is a really good handheld game, like,
Yeah.
that's what I see that as, is just a really good game that you can enjoy playing on the go, and it's not like, a super stressful game. It's just a kind of a fun, relaxing game to play, Like,
Yeah.
that's what I see it. And as long as they can do things well, like, because like honestly, I think I could see that being a really big seller for the Switch. Like I could see it doing some record numbers because like I feel like that, you know, that genre or that franchise has had a really big following, and just the fact that that's, you know, it's an exclusive to Switch, I think it's just gonna be a really good thing for them.
Oh,
It's
and
gonna end up doing better than I think we may think it's going to.
Yeah.
There's another game that's gonna be making money in the comic realm. But
Yeah.
I don't know if Corey's got that in the news.
What do you mean?
The DC Universe Online.
Oh, I don't care. I think that game's been played out. I don't think anybody really
But
cares.
for that to come to Switch, people who get it, they'd be like, if this one's real on Switch and it does crossplay, Square Enix might not have no reason not to put Final Fantasy 14 on there, and
Yeah.
people will start.
Well, the
crying for
rumor
that.
is they're trying to put it on there. So I think the infrastructure is the problem. I don't think running the game is the problem. So
Infrastructure.
yeah. So speaking of games that are probably going to sell well, Call of Duty 2019 is apparently called Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This comes from Game Informer. It actually comes from Kotaku, but Kotaku's Jason Schreier took to Twitter today with some powerful tweets allegedly confirming that Infinity Ward's 2019 installment of Call of Duty is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We're dangerously close to E3, so this reveal was probably due to hit in a few weeks. While the name may not make a whole lot of sense right now, Jason Schreier also dropped some information in a follow-up tweet that said it is allegedly a soft reboot. So, also, I told Ed the same joke that Jason Schreier apparently tweeted, and it made me really sad because I thought I was being really clever, but he already tweeted it. So, the first Modern Warfare was called Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, so obviously the fourth one is just called Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So, I was really proud of my joke, and it was already tweeted by Jason Schreier. So,
Check the expansion pass after this episode for my thoughts. I'm gonna leave it at that.
look, Modern Warfare is a name that people know and love, and I think they're trying to get some fan, because like that's why Black Ops 4 exists, right? People love the Black Ops sub brand, right? And
Yes.
the other brands haven't done as well as Black Ops, and I think calling this game Modern Warfare, even though we already have Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, I think that's the thing that's kind of bothering me is like, you literally just released Modern Warfare Remastered like a year ago, and you're going to come out and put out Modern Warfare a year later. Like, are people going to be confused? Like, we aren't, because we pay attention, right? But like generic Joe Schmo who just buys Call of Duty every year, are they going to be like, are they going to accidentally buy Modern Warfare Remastered instead of Modern Warfare? Like, are people going to be confused about this is my concern. Like, the hardcore Call of Duty people, probably not. Us, probably not. Generic Joe Schmo who just buys Call of Duty every year.
Or parent who's buying it for them for their birthday or for their Christmas or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I could see that being an issue maybe, but
like if they didn't release Modern Warfare last year, right?
Yes.
I would have no problem with them just calling it Modern Warfare. I really don't care, right? Like I get it from a business perspective. I get it from a brand perspective. Modern Warfare is a game that people love. Like, why not go back to that? Well, soft reboot, cool. See characters that we know and love with a twist on the story or whatever, fine. The fact that they released the remastered version last year is just, that's what's confusing to me.
Yeah.
So
my answer's in the expansion pass that me and Jesse had.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, and just like I touched on like the whole blackout mode and things like that as well in that, but linking it to that, like things that they could possibly do. Like I can say it on here too, like I'll just touch on a little bit, but I just basically talked about like that I could see what they might do is moving forward, like keep Blackout mode as its own like standalone thing, and then as new Call of Duty games come out, they could make maps that kind of go along with that new Call of Duty, and just have, so every year you could get a new map essentially, with the new Call of Duty game, and like I could see it going to free to play, but if you want the new map, like if you want new stuff, you'd have to have the season pass, and that would be included with the season pass. Like
I could see like when this game comes out, Blackout turns free, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want Blackout content, like new Blackout content besides just the Black Ops map,
yeah,
you like pretty much what you just said. Like,
yeah,
if you buy Modern Warfare, you get the Modern Warfare map for Blackout.
Yeah.
Yes,
and then the season pass would include that, but it would also be it's the same season pass that would be available with every new game that comes out every year. Like, like it will include all the normal perks you would get of a season pass for the regular, multiplayer stuff and all that, and all that for the new game that came out. But in turn, it would also, include the tier stuff and all that for the unlocking stuff for the Blackout, for that year. Because like they could do that, like that would kind of be also their way of like, how with Siege, like they have the seasons where every so often you get the new season that unlocks, all the characters or whatever, and things like that. So they could do something similar to that. Like you could still unlock the new characters for Blackout mode by finding the thing on the map, and then doing the quests that you have to do in order to be able to unlock them.
yes.
But if you want to just have them unlocked automatically, you buy the season pass or something like that. Like there's so many ways that they can do it without it feeling like it's a ripoff, or like it's, doing it the wrong way. Like I'm still kind of not 100% okay with the whole, like, even though you're buying a season pass for Call of Duty, you still have to do something in order to be able to unlock the new weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least now it's more doable than in the past when it was locked behind a randomly generated crate thing, and I like almost would never get the new weapons unlocked because it almost never would drop them. And like I did not like that at all. Like I still prefer if you buy the season pass, the new weapons are unlocked like automatically. But at least now it's somewhat doable to unlock them, and it's not behind chance. It's just a matter of playing the game, basically like it is for the other weapons now, where the more you play, the more you upgrade, level up, and the more you level up, then eventually you can unlock the new weapons. Mm-hmm. But I still don't like that it's locked behind the whole tier thing, because like I said, I didn't the last tier thing I didn't play all the way through, so I missed out on unlocking those weapons. And like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go back at any point and unlock those weapons that I missed out on. So like I don't like that it's not an option to be able to get all the new weapons in some fashion, Yeah. Like I don't like when they do that. It's like I said, it's better than the randomized loot crates and them being locked in there, and you have to, you could spend $300, on in-game currency to buy them instead of just playing the game to unlock them, and you could possibly still not unlock all the guns. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, because you could, you can get duplicates of things. So, like, even though you spend $100 or $200, you might just get a whole bunch of duplicates and still not get all the guns. Like, I just don't like that. I didn't like that at all. I was pretty mad about that. So I don't know. I just wish that they would figure something different for the new weapons, and not put them behind something where you can possibly never get all the new weapons unlocked, even though you spent extra money for a season pass. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, looks like we'll find out this fall.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
There's a couple other news stories, but we're gonna cut it right there. I want to thank everybody for watching the NX show. You can find it live starting June 1st on twitch.tv/the NX show. You can also find it on our YouTube page and your podcast service of choice on Tuesdays at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Remember, next week we are giving away a few indie games and 3 months of Game Pass, so you might want to join us live for that, and you can get in on that action. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at the NX Show. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/the NX Project and facebook.com/the NX Project. Come like us, join our Facebook group. It is secret right now because of all of the weird Facebook hacking things that were going on last week or the last couple weeks. But, in a couple weeks, we'll be able to unlock it from secret to just closed. So, we'll be sending you invites and stuff too. So check that out. And I'm very excited for our new venture. We did it. We kicked it off. CodenameNX.com. You can find all of our content, including new and old episodes of Squad Goals, Royale with Cheese, Indie Showcase, and Indie Masterclass. And you can also find other shows and fun stuff and all kinds of cool stuff there. So, yeah, that content was the word I was looking for. Thanks, Jesse. Sorry, my daughter is crying in the background. Is kind of distracting. I should be a good dad and go find out, but we're wrapping up. So, Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at ThatVentureCode and check out my podcast, Optional Opinion, on SoundCloud and other places.
Yeah, that was quick for Ed. Jesse, where can we find you?
Okay, you can now find me on SoundCloud, Twitter, and Xbox at Phantom NXS. And the N, X, and the S are all capital, and it's all one word. So, like I changed my screen name, my gamer tag, my Twitter, and all that stuff to all kind of be the same thing. Eventually, I'll probably change my Instagram or whatever, maybe too, because. But the thing is, I don't use that. I don't honestly use that a whole lot. I'll eventually end up throwing a lot of pictures that are at the time I upload them to that months old. I just don't. For me, it's just so much easier to just either put it on Facebook or Twitter. Twitter. Those are the two things that I worry about, and even then, I don't worry about those a lot. So, but
well, you can find me at CorianHD713 on Twitter. You can find me at CorianHD on Instagram and Twitch. You can also follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/the NX show. You can contact us by email at contact@codenamenx.com. You can ask us questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, ideas, all that good stuff. Give us a follow on Instagram and Twitter, all that good stuff. I'm working on outros and intros for this. It might take me a couple episodes. It might take me a couple tries. I'm so used to doing PAL block now, and it's just not, So you can check out all of our content on codenamenx.com. You can also find us on the internet. So I want to thank everybody so much for watching and or listening. Watch us live or join us on your podcast service of choice or on our YouTube page. Like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, we love you.
Bye. Everybody. Woohoo!
Here's a real high